You can have 5 Indians or 5 overseas. You can have a total of 6 retained players, and you can have number 7 available as an uncapped player. The rumour mill can rest easy. We finally have the rules for the retentions ahead of IPL 2025. Let's try and break it down. You heard that right. For the first time ever, teams can retain more than 5 players from their existing rosters going into the next IPL cycle. But if you do choose to retain all 6, at least one of them has to be an uncapped Indian, because the restrictions are a maximum of 5 capped players and a maximum of 2 uncapped Indians. Most interestingly and quite vitally, there is no nationality restriction on those 5 capped players. So potentially, a Sunrisers Hyderabad can choose to retain 5 overseas stars, or a Mumbai Indians can go ahead and retain 5 of their capped Indian stars. There's a return for the right to match cards as well, and teams have been allowed any combination of retentions and RTM cards. So potentially, you can retain no players, which gives you 6 RTM cards at the auction, or vice versa. Couldn't allowing 6 retentions mean an absence of star power come the mega auction? Yes, but to balance that, teams now have to pay much more of a premium to go beyond 3 retentions. A franchise that wants to retain 5 players will have to shell out 18 crore, 14 crore and 11 crore rupees respectively for their first 3 retentions, and a further 18 crore for their 4th and 14 crore for their 5th retention. An uncapped player, meanwhile, will cost 4 crore rupees. Now, this is a marked shift from what we've seen in previous mega auction cycles, where every subsequent retention has come at a lesser price. All told, a team that retains 6 players, 5 capped, 1 uncapped, will be shelling out 79 crore rupees. It is a significant dent, but teams do now have a significantly bigger auction purse. 120 crore rupees, that's approximately 14.3 million US dollars, is available to each team going into the IPL 2025 mega auction, and that's a 20 crore rupee markup from the previous auction. That means a team that retains 6 players will have forked out 65.83% of their total auction purse and will enter the auction with only 41 crore rupees to play with. For contrast, teams that retained the maximum permitted players before the last mega auction in 2022 had to shell out just under 47% of their total auction purse. That's right. If they want, CSK can retain their former captain, forever leader MS Dhoni as an uncapped player, and no, it's not a new rule. It's actually an old one coming back. From the start of the IPL in 2008, there was a provision for Indian cricketers who had been retired from international cricket for more than 5 years to enter an auction as an uncapped player. This rule was only scrapped in 2021, and now it's back. And before you pointed out, the period starts not from the date of announcement of retirement, but from the date of the last international played, which in Dhoni's case is July 2019, which means CSK, if they choose to do so, can have Dhoni at the uncapped player slab of 4 crore rupees. It's also important to point out here that this rule is only applicable for Indian players, which is why a KKR can't play the same card for someone like a Sunil Narine.